Hey there, Jaden. What's up? Matt, buddy, what is going on, dude? Hey, I'm going to end up making you a mod as well, dude. I'm just waiting for a few more people to enter the chat before I get started with this. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make a video of this and is it that's weird. I thought I fixed it. Hey, Tex, what is up, dude? What's going on, man? Yeah, like I said before, I wanted to make a video of this, but at the same time, I was like, why not incorporate this into a live stream as well and get some people involved with this? I thought that'd be a lot of fun. So, what I figured I would do is basically, I'm just going to show you guys everything I have in my Resident Evil collection, minus things like action figures, apparel, that sort of stuff. Basically, just like the games. So I have some of the movies too. But that's basically going to be it. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I love this backdrop. I've worked all day just trying to clean this room up, trying to make it look nice, trying to get the background going, and I think it paid off. I think it looks great. Well, that's good to hear there, Tex. Uh, how you been doing anyway, man? Oof. All right, I'm going to share out the stream real quick. I would appreciate it if you guys could do the same as well. Just share out the stream. It probably won't be very long. I imagine it's probably going to be about like half an hour to about an hour or so. Oh, thanks, Jaden. What's funny is I'm planning to do the same thing with Scarlett's room too. She's got a bunch of LEDs I just picked up for her, so planning on doing the same exact thing. I'll be getting. We both ordered brand new computer chairs. Those will be in, I believe, Friday. So you'll be seeing those in the stream as well. Oh my goodness, Matt! I pre-ordered Village. I am excited. I cannot wait to play Village. I really wish I had a PS5 so I could have played the demo. But good lord, that game looks absolutely amazing. I think it's freaking awesome. I want to play that as soon as that game comes out. Unfortunately, though, I was a little late to the pre-orders, though. I could not get the collector's edition. So, I just ended up with just the standard edition with all the bonus DLC that they normally release. So I guess I'll be playing that on day one. Oh, nice, dude. Very nice, Tex. To all my lurkers out there, what's up? What's going on, guys? Oh yeah, I was supposed to share this. Oops. Sorry about that. uh, Give me 1 minute, guys, and I will start the stream. Doop 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 doop. Oh. Give me 1 moment. There we go. All right. Just got one more thing to do, and we will get started with this live stream. Just grabbing a few people here. There we go. All right. What do you say we get started? Let me check the chat here. Lexus, dude, what's up, man? Not doing too bad, dude. Tell you what. Um, yeah, I am having a wonderful day, man. It's been nice. I had all day to sit here and clean my room and get things sorted out. And, well, I think the backdrop looks absolutely amazing now. Really excited. Victory Leo, dude, welcome to the stream, man. Really appreciate you showing up, man. That is freaking awesome. Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, sorry. I was just sharing the stream out, guys. All right. Well, why don't we say we start the stream? First of all, I'd like to you guys obviously know I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. Really excited about Village coming out very soon here, and I just found out recently that it is the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil, the original release for the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1. So I was like thinking to myself, well, why don't I make a video based on that, showing off my collection? Then I was like, well, why don't I do a live stream? And then I was like, well, why don't I do both? Why don't I try to do both at the same time? I thought that'd be really freaking awesome. Omega Ace, dude, welcome to the stream, man. That is awesome. It is awesome that you had showed up here, man. All right, so I'm gonna start showing off well, my collection. The first thing I'm going to be showing off, though, not a lot of people like these. I'm kind of half and half when it comes to the movies, the live-action movies of Resident Evil. I do love the CG movies, and I do have those, but unfortunately, they are all digital. So I do have, I believe it's every one of the live-action films on DVD and Blu-ray. They're okay if you don't honestly think about them in the continuity of Resident Evil. But I do really... I enjoy the first two, and then, like, after two, I mean, there are certain parts I do enjoy about these movies, but... sometimes parts of these are really rough to watch, knowing, the fact that I really love this franchise, and some things they got right, some things they got horribly wrong. If you guys are familiar with these at all, especially if you've watched like the fifth film and you know what happens to Barry Burton, really, really, really upset about that because he was one of my favorite characters, and I don't feel they did justice with this character whatsoever. I believe there were only 6 of these movies, but if there are more, guys, do let me know. These are the only ones that I have actually watched. I do have I believe there were 2 other CG movies that came out, and I have watched those, and again, those are digital only for my collection anyway. So, unfortunately, I can't really show those off. Just going back, checking chat. Nice, 6 in the stream, guys. What is going on? Oh, is the sound okay coming from the mic? I'm just making sure because I was having a little bit of an issue early on. Huh. Weird. Okay, yeah, it is working. Okay. I had to make sure that everything was working here. All right. Now that I got through the movies, I figured why not show you guys some of the games. I'm gonna try to go in order, but I've got these all kinds of mixed up here. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, there were parts of the movies that were good, and some of them that were just really, really cringy, and I don't know. I really do have a lot of mixed feelings on those movies. The first game, now this is a Japanese import for the Sega Saturn, and that is Biohazard. I picked this one up because this one, I believe this is the only version of Resident Evil that has the full unedited opening. Along with that, this is like Resident Evil 1.1 where there was no auto aim. There are different costumes. There's a couple of exclusive monsters that are only seen in this version as well, and I believe this is the one that had the two tyrants, and I'm not sure if Crimson Head makes an appearance in this game. I did not finish this version of it. Um, but yeah, that's Biohazard, Resident Evil in, you know, the US, of course. But this is a really awesome game, and if you guys are into Sega Saturn collecting, this one's still about 20 bucks or so. And the funny thing is well, a lot of the text is in Japanese. All the voices are spoken in English. So they're really, I mean, if you've played this before, it really is not that difficult navigating the map. You know, even if you're checking the Japanese dialogue, you pretty much know what to do. What's that? Hey, what's up, Cringy? What is going on? All right, what's it? We will probably get to it, but Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles. Have you landed a copy of that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be showing that. I'll be showing off quite a few games in the collection there, Matt. But yes, I do have Dark Side Chronicles. Are you talking about the Wii version? Is that the only version that they've had so far? Because I know that's the one I have. Okay, so this next one is, shame to say it's a green label, but I do have a copy of Resident Evil Director's Cut. Now, this is the one I have beaten. Again, I have not beaten the Saturn version, but this one I played all the way through, both campaigns. I absolutely love Jill's campaign, by the way. Uh, not a fan of Chris's campaign, but whatever, it is what it is. I really enjoyed this game, even to this day. If you haven't, pick yourself up a copy of this game because it is absolutely amazing. I love this game. Like I said, it's very solid, you know, and for being 25 years old, it still holds up really well. Hang on. I'm going to turn off. I've got like a bunch of LEDs just going off in all directions of this room. And I'm getting a really bad reflective glare from the monitor because I've got LEDs hooked up to the monitor. I've got an LED keyboard. I've got that going off in the background. So I do apologize. I'm trying to make my setup as optimal as I can. I will be getting another webcam here in the future because this one, I mean, it works, it's good, but it could be better. Wii and PlayStation, but the price has skyrocketed. Oh, no kidding. I have to look into that. That's insane. What about what was the other one? Umbrella Chronicles. Is that one going up too? Yeah, Director's Cut is freaking awesome. I do wish I had a long box version though. That is one long box game I am still looking for, is the original long box version of Resident Evil, because I think that is a 1.1 build as well. And I like that because it makes the game harder and it makes it more of a challenge. And honestly, I think it really sticks true to the whole idea of like that whole like, oh shit, something's coming after me, but I can't auto aim. Like I actually have to try to hit this thing. Let's see. Yeah, lots of LEDs is the latest version, so less bugs and such. Always cool to have green label too. Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know, but when it comes to green labels, I feel like when you stack the green labels up against like the black labels in a PlayStation 1 collection, it really sticks out. It looks really weird, and I mean, I've got a lot of green label games, like even my copy of Symphony of the Night is a green label, and I really wish it was a black label. I really do. Oh well, thank you, Omega. Like I said, I worked all day on this setup here. I've been moving the desk around. I just moved the Ninja Turtle arcade cabinet to the other side of the room. I've got another set of shelves over there by the closet. So I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff moved around, and then there's going to be even more stuff crammed into this tiny little apartment. All right. So this next game we have Resident Evil 2. Uh, I love this game. This one, it is my favorite of the PlayStation trilogy. Well, I really can't say PlayStation trilogy since there's technically Survivor 2, but of the three main numbered titles, this one's my favorite. I love this game. What's funny though is we'll get to the game, but the first Resident Evil game I ever played was on the Nintendo 64. That was my first, window into Resident Evil, and at that time too, which I thought was funny, we did not own a PlayStation. That like the N64 was our system, and it wasn't until Resident Evil 2, when I found out that, these games existed on the PlayStation, and I think it was like the next week or so, we went and got our PS1. And I've been in love with that system ever since. But yes, I definitely recommend this game if you guys have not played this. Even the remake is really good, but I still recommend this game even after playing the remake. Really solid title. Hmm. This is the microphone I have is it's called, let me see. It's called a Fifine. I've never heard of this product before, but the reason I have this is because I went on a buy-sell trade group and I found both this microphone, the hookups, and the Elgato capture card. It was an Elgato 60, all for like $100. So I jumped on that deal. I was like, I'll get it. I'll take it because like the only Elgato I could find, even used, was like close to $120, and this guy was like selling his mic, his stand. There's also a I forget what they're called. There's those circular devices you put in front of the mic. It like kind of breaks up a lot of the distortion. I don't have it hooked up right now because, I'm still working on the setup here. But yeah, for like $100, I couldn't turn it down. But I will be getting another microphone in the future too. I'm looking into getting like it's called a Yeti Blue. It looks really awesome. What's that? Very welcome. Even more stuff, damn. I really want a Resident Evil Zero remaster from the ground up. Matt, I loved Resident Evil Zero. Honestly, I would like to see that game get a remaster and actually be two-player co-op. Like I like the puzzle solving elements in that game, but I think it would be so much fun if someone else like would were to be able to come in and be like, "Hey, I'll help you out with this game." I think that would be really fun. Let's see. Not bad. Looks nice. Oh, thank you, Lexus. Ninja Soldier, what's up, dude? Oh, it's called a pop filter. Okay, I'm still learning all these terms. I'm sorry. Dude. All right. So this next game I've been holding here is Resident Evil 3. Now, this also is a solid game, and you know, while it is a little bit short, uh, honestly, I love it. I enjoyed the heck out of this game. I loved all the Nemesis transformations, and yeah, they are vastly different than what they are in the remake. But I thought they were terrifying in this game. Like, he just bulked up, you know, he had tentacles everywhere. Just absolutely terrifying. And the fact he would just chase you around, I mean, yeah, we had Mr. X too, but I personally think Nemesis was probably the number one most terrifying enemy in this series of games. Okay, sticking with those games, I also have, of course, a copy of Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64. Like I said, this is the first Resident Evil that I was introduced to, and I played the crap out of this game. I loved it. Even though I had to play on those clunky N64 controls, I thought this was a lot of fun. And while there were not that many violent games on the Nintendo 64, this kind of, you know, turned me away from the N64 and made me a PlayStation fan because there were way more violent games on the PlayStation and a lot more stuff that I was honestly more interested in. And I know they've got other stuff over there like Doom 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day, even you know like 007, and all those games are great. But honestly, this is probably one of my favorite N64 games. Let me check the chat real quick. Yeah, I think it would be. I think like Resident Evil Zero needs to have a two-player version of the game. I think that'd be so much fun, especially if you could take that online with your friends. Oh my God, that would be great. Hey, Zombie, what is going on, dude? Welcome to my stream, man. I'm just showing off my Resident Evil collection. Nice. All right. Where should I continue? Okay. Let me show off this game here. This is Resident Evil Code Veronica for the Dreamcast. I really enjoy this game too. I cannot honestly think of a bad Resident Evil game. There might be a few that, you know, there are parts I don't necessarily care for, but I really can't think of a bad Resident Evil game in my collection. This one definitely stands up too. I really think this one holds up. I know there are HD versions of this game, and I would love to play those too. I'd love to stream those sometime because, like, um, I know they had a port of this on the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and this one, and this is honestly the one I prefer. Like, I know the GameCube and the PS2 had additional content, but I think this one just it's a little bit easier. It I don't know. Like I'm just way more nostalgic and way more fond of this game. Let's see here. Um, have I got my vaccine shot? No, I have not gotten my vaccine shot yet. I am honestly just waiting for the zombie apocalypse to arrive so we can all just No, honestly, I just haven't gotten around to getting my shot yet, dude. Blue Cyber Warrior or Blue Cyber Warrior, sorry. Subscribe to you. Hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you. Have you ever played a game called Kingdom Hearts? Yes, I have played plenty of Kingdom Hearts games. But thank you for doing that big ol' S word to my channel, man. You're awesome. I want to thank you very much. Let's see. I'm just going through chat right now, man. Zombie games. Kamikaze, my favorite Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 6, and Revelation. Yeah, a lot of those are really solid titles too, Zombie. Sorry. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I absolutely love that game. That game deserves all the praise that that gets because I freaking love that one. Like I was so happy when they announced that and that game came out. Gaiden. Have you ever played Resident Evil Gaiden for the Game Boy Color? What do you think of it in your honest opinion? I have never gotten a chance to play Resident Evil Gaiden. I've been looking for a copy of it, but every time I go online, um, I always find like the weird, like cheap knockoff bootleg ones, and they want like $40 for those. And if I'm gonna buy a game, I want to get that game complete in box. Um, it would be nice to own. I would love to play that. I would love to stream that game too. I've seen gameplay footage of that game, and I thought that was really cool. Have you gotten your T virus shot yet? I wish. I wish, Matt. That would be friggin' awesome. All right. Let's see. Where do I go next? Here we go. All right. For my PlayStation 2, I have Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Now, this is the other game I was talking about. I do like this game. This was actually my first adventure into Code Veronica. I played the Dreamcast version later on and fell in love with that one. This one just kind of seems unnecessarily difficult, and that might just be because I suck at games. I don't know, but I still enjoyed it. Especially just checking out the story of Code Veronica and how people are saying like that's technically the third Resident Evil, which it does feel like it should have been the third Resident Evil game. But it is still an amazing title. Totally recommend it. Oh, actually, you know what? I recommend all these games. Because if I haven't said that enough, I love all of these. So let's see. Here, let's stick with PlayStation 2. Here we have Resident Evil Outbreak. Now, I wish I had gotten to play this game when it was online. I think the servers were only up for maybe a year to 2 years, and they had stuff like, Resident Evil Outbreak, Monster Hunter, and I believe there were a few other games on Capcom Net, but the servers were taken down so damn fast that I never really got to experience the online versions of these games. And I thought they were really cool because I know they have what was it? I know on PC, I forget what the heck they're called. I'll have to look it up later, and I'll put it down in the description when I find it. But there is a PC port of this which does support to this day online connectivity with Resident Evil Outbreak. Really enjoy this game, and what I thought was kind of cool about this one too was one of the main characters, his name is Kevin, so it's pretty awesome. Next, we have the most divisive, I feel, Resident Evil game of them all. Hang on. I'm just checking out chat, guys. No, I'm not licking the mic, Brady. Lord only knows what's been on there. I'm not a gamer. I'm new to games. Oh, no kidding. Oh my goodness, yeah. Code Veronica Omega is such an amazing game. Like if you have not played it, you need to give that one a shot, dude. That game is freaking awesome. What is the yellow sticker on top of the PlayStation one? I'm not quite sure. Oh. Do you mean this one up here, Matt? The long sticker, or the sticker that's right over here, that little circular one? Which one are you talking about, Matt? Outbreak was nice, but I only the hospital lich level I sucked at it. I really enjoyed playing Outbreak. I mean, it's great that it is that you can still play it offline. I thought that was really awesome. I did play all of that too. Is Code Veronica on the GameCube? Yes, yes it is. Um, but yeah, these stickers, Matt. This one says Resident Evil 5th Anniversary Edition, And the little sticker down here is basically, I'll show you here. It's a bonus disc for, oof, if I don't break my games first. Hang on a sec. Yeah. This version also came with a copy of Devil May Cry, which is one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games of all time. I freaking love that game. It is so much fun. Okay, so this next one I was going to show you guys is my copy of Resident Evil 4. This was the first version of the game that I had played, and I love this game. I love this game so much. The gameplay is just so damn good, and they did an amazing job going from like the tank controls to the over-the-shoulder controls, and it shows how revolutionary that game was because like literally right after Resident Evil 4, you had stuff like Gears of War, Army of Two, and all these other games coming out that were doing the very same thing that Resident Evil was doing. You know, I mean, yeah, they did other things like ducking for cover, but they always had that over-the-shoulder view that Resident Evil 4 pretty much brought in. And I thought that was amazing because, like, I love seeing things being carried over from, like, one game series to another. And, like I said, everything about Resident Evil 4 it was just absolutely, like, bar none, some of the best. And speaking of Resident Evil 4, since I have made it through my PlayStation 2 collection, I also have a copy of Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. This copy was given to me by Steve Craig Retro Games, and he is an awesome YouTuber. If you have not checked out his channel, do so. His links are in my description down below. This version of it, this I believe was the actual first version of Resident Evil 4. Then we have, you're going to love this, Matt. I also have Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, because why the hell not have this version? Everybody says this is the best one. I have to admit, I have not yet gotten around to playing this one, and I apologize for that, but everyone says like the Wii motion controls are some of the best, and you know, I do plan on playing that, and I will get around to it eventually. And then finally, for my Resident Evil 4 collection, I also have Resident Evil 4 on the PS4, which I am currently playing right now. Yes, I'm a bit of a Resident Evil 4 junkie. I'm sorry, sorry guys, I'm just checking out the chat. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, thank you for the support. Let's see. Hope the GameCube version is much cheaper. Not quite sure. A lot of GameCube games are a lot more pricier nowadays, so I've been looking for GameCube versions of some of these games too, and Dreamcast versions, which I think the Dreamcast versions actually cost a lot more. Which variant haven't you seen, Matt? That existed. I knew something was different because it looks different from my copy. Which version do you have, Matt? I thought every version came with the Devil May Cry disc. The Wii version. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Everybody I know who I've talked to about that game has said like the Wii version was one of the best. And like I said, I've not gotten around to playing that game yet, but I imagine once I'm done with the PS4 version, I'll probably end up playing the Wii version too. But all right, on to this next game we were just talking about actually for the GameCube, and that is Resident Evil 0. Now, I love this game. A lot of people I know did not really care for this when this came out, but I liked the fact that you could play as both characters in the same game. I like the fact that it was a prequel to the original. You got to play as Rebecca Chambers, and I believe the other guy was his name was Billy Cohen, right? I was about to call him Steve because I'm thinking of Code Veronica though. But yes, this also an amazing title. I know it's come out recently on other consoles, but originally this was a GameCube exclusive. All right. Resident Evil 4 has been on everything, I believe. There was a TI-89 calculator port. Is that right, Blastoise 91? That would be awesome to see a port of it on a T189. I know I hate to admit this, but back in the day, I had an iPhone 4S, and there was a port of Resident Evil 4 on that. And I was stupid enough to buy it, and it is probably one of the worst ports of Resident Evil 4 I have ever played. And to this day, I don't think there is a worse port out there than the iPhone iOS version of Resident Evil 4. Uh, what are your favorite types of games you like to play? Kamikaze, action or role playing or sports or what? Lexus. Um, I have three different types of games that I really enjoy playing. One being, stuff like Resident Evil survival horror games. I'm also big into stuff like RPGs and fighting games. I also do a lot of stuff like streaming arcade games, arcade ports that people might not know of or are aware of, because there were like plenty of good beat 'em ups on there, racing games, and all kinds of great stuff from the arcade that we just never got on consoles. Um, Although honestly, I mean, I'd like to say I'm a bit of everything. I think the only games I really don't play are things like sports games, music games, dancing, and any kind of physical activity I steer clear from, because, I mean, look at my physical form, dude. Like, this is the form of a guy who has never seen a gym unless there's a Pokemon. So, uh, hey, Steve Craig, what's up? We were just talking about you, dude. I was showing off, the that game, Resident Evil 4, that version of Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube you sent me, almost a year ago, actually. All right, take care, Omega Ace. That's all right, dude. That's fine, man. I appreciate you coming, dude. It was awesome. It was awesome having you on, dude. You take care, dude. All right. So this next game, since we're going through GameCube games, is the Resident Evil remake. Now, again, this was another one that obviously, for the longest time you could only get it on the GameCube. Nowadays, you could pretty much get it on everything, but at the time when I played this, like, I was blown away. Like, I don't think I had played the original before playing this one. So this was my first experience playing the original Resident Evil, and I thought this was fantastic. This is such a good port of the game. And like I said, there are a number of ports of this nowadays, so this is a very easy game to pick up and play. Highly recommend it. Let's see. Victory Leo, love horror RPG side scrolling. You pretty much like it almost. Yeah, pretty much, Leo. Like I said, there's a lot of game genres that I do enjoy. Um, like I said before, though, sports and exercise and stuff like that, I can't get behind it. I don't feel right playing those kinds of games. Now, speaking of the Resident Evil remake, I also have the Resident Evil remake on the Wii. Now, something about this game that I noticed early on is, for some reason, like, the brightness in this game is dialed way up. So, like, it looks like it went through a filter or something. I don't know. You would have to play these games to see for yourself, but, like, side by side, like, the original looks a lot darker. This one, for some reason, they decided to turn the brightness up, and it looks really weird. It's still a good game, though. I enjoyed it. I played through most of this version because this was the version I owned before scoring a copy of the GameCube. but still really good title. Then this one here we were just talking about. Well, the other half of it we were just talking about. And that is Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. This is a little bit different. I don't own too many of the light gun games for this series, but this is one I really did enjoy. And the Wii, especially if you're collecting for the Wii, they have a ton, and I mean a ton of good survival horror light gun games like Resident Evil, House of the Dead, Dead Space, and so many more. Uh, but this was a lot of fun. I believe this covers Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil, like the original well, the original, I shouldn't call it the remake, but really awesome game. Hang on, I'm just going to check chat. Let's see. I'm looking forward to playing Resident Evil 8 on PS5. I played the demo and it was awesome. Yeah, I don't have a PS5 yet. I pre-ordered a copy for my PS4, and I cannot wait to play that. I'm jealous of you guys getting to play the demo. Victory, Leo. I played Resident Evil 1 on Sega Saturn. Nice. What's funny, Leo, is I was just showing off the Japanese version of the Japanese Sega Saturn port of Resident Evil Biohazard, and I absolutely love that game. Like, even that one is still very much playable. Same here. I don't like sports. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through chat, guys. It's gonna take me a minute. All right. So the next game I wanted to show you guys is Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles. I know you were just talking about this one, Matt. I love this game. I've not yet gotten to finish it, but oh my god. Like, they fixed all the issues that I had with the original, and this is such a great game. I really enjoyed this. This, I believe, covers, if I'm not mistaken, it's Resident Evil 2 and 4, because I know, like, when you start out, you're either playing as Leon and Krauser, and I was like, oh my god, you actually get to, play as Krauser. I thought that was really freaking cool. Uh, let's jump over here to this next stack of games. Not quite sure where to start. Let's jump over to the PlayStation 3. Now, I don't have too many on the PlayStation 3, but what I do have is Resident Evil 5. This copy I bought like day one. I knew I had to have this game. It's a lot different from pretty much every other Resident Evil game out there, and it kind of, for quite a few years, like, this was, the go-to Resident Evil game. I absolutely loved Mercenaries. I remember I would get on there like right after work with my buddy Kyle, and we would play Mercenaries like literally till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Um, really enjoyed that part of the game. The story itself, I don't feel was as good as it could have been, but with that additional Mercenaries mode, I feel it made it worth it. I just what he was up to. Yeah, it plays like a prequel to Resident Evil 4, not directly, and just what he was up to prior to Resident Evil 4. Yeah, and I thought that was kind of cool. They were kind of, in a sense, like filling in some of the gaps, like how these people knew each other and, where these characters all came from. I thought that was pretty awesome. All right. So this next one, we actually tried to stream this a couple weeks ago, Resident Evil 6, and I do actually have a bit of a complaint about this one, is the fact that maybe it's later on they fixed this, but like the beginning campaign with Leon is just too damn dark. Like, even when you crank the brightness up on your TV, on the system itself, it is just way too damn dark. Um, it is a lot of fun though. It is two-player. It plays a lot like Resident Evil 5, and I appreciate the hell out of that. There were so many really good stories in this game. I love the fact you could play as Sherry Birkin because she's such an awesome character. But yeah, I mean that's probably one of the few Resident Evil games that I actually had a legitimate complaint about, and there's not many, but it is still a solid title, I feel. Oh, did I? Hang on a second. I think I might actually be missing some. Let me look here. Give me one. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I am missing a couple games. Oh crap. Oh goodness, that does not look professional at all. Um, Give me one moment, guys. I'm going to go back over here to the shelf and see if I can find it. No, I didn't show it off, did I? Oh, damn. Very unprofessional. All right, hang on. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I can't believe I didn't have this on me. Let me see here. Yeah, let's see, Alexis, dude. Do you have action figures of Resident Evil and do you collect them? Yes, I actually do have a couple figures. I do. Do you guys want to see the action figures as well? I figured you guys might not have wanted to see them, but if you want to see them, I'll bring them up. All right, so where the heck? I'm losing track. Okay. So I guess we'll jump over to the Switch. I only have one game for it, and that is the Resident Evil Origins Collection. I thought this was a lot of fun. Kind of sucks that RE1 is a download, but it does have a complete copy of Resident Evil 0. And like I said before, I love both of these games. They were fun. And I think I actually played through all of Resident Evil 0 on this version. I did not finish the GameCube version, unfortunately. Next, I have Resident Evil Revelations. Now, I also do have the sequel, but unfortunately, that is download only. I ended up finding that game on Steam for 99 cents. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be getting this game. Like, you are not stopping me from picking this up. But yes, I do have Revelations on both the Wii U and the 3DS. Um, it was a step in the right direction, I feel. But I don't know. Like, I love Revelations 2 a lot more than I liked the first one. And I don't know. I just felt like it was very far departed from, the zombies and all that kind of stuff that we were used to. And I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to really flesh out the universe in those games. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with the original Revelations. I just feel like the sequel was just infinitely better. Let's see. Oh, you guys want to see those? All right. All right, well, after I'm done showing you guys the games, I will go grab my action figures, okay? There's only 3 games left, so it won't take much longer. Next in my collection, oof, sorry about that. I have Resident Evil 0, or 0, sorry, Resident Evil 2, the remake. This game, I don't think I have been more excited about a game coming out than seeing this game. I was so excited when they announced this, and I literally, like, right after I got out of work, I picked this up from the store, and I just I had like 2 or 3 days off from work, and that's all I did was play Resident Evil 2. I love this version of the game. Yes, I do understand that there were some changes made to it, but I really, really enjoy this game so much. They put so much heart and so much love into this game. They added a ton of new stuff to it. I feel, and that's the thing about remakes too, is I feel like if you're if you're telling the same exact story, that's fine. But then you're kind of like with the Final Fantasy VII remake, where they're adding more story on top of that. I thought that was fantastic, and that's kind of where this game falls into. It's still telling you the same story, but it's going in and adding more to it. And I feel like that's kind of where this comes in as well with Resident Evil 3. Yes, it was very short, and I think they tried to make up for it with Resistance, but I still thought this was an amazing game. I do like all the additional story and all the additional scenes that they added to that game because that was freaking awesome. And the last game that I have in my collection is Resident Evil 7. And I don't know what it is, but a lot of people like to call this game Biohazard. And it confuses the hell out of me because when they say Biohazard, I'm like, oh, cool, the original Japanese version. That's the one you're talking about. And they're like, no, this is apparently what they're talking about. I love this game, but I will admit I am terrified to play this on my VR. I played this in VR for about, I want to say, 20 minutes, and just the constant having people jumping at me and trying, having to look over my shoulder. Oh my God, it was nerve-wracking. But I do plan to finish it in VR. Maybe if I feel like if I played it, you know, if I played it not in VR mode first and got used to the game, I wouldn't be so scared. But good lord, this thing gave me anxiety in VR mode. Sorry, I'm just checking out chat. Oh yeah, Lexus. I'll show off the action figures. Yeah, yeah, definitely show me some love, guys. All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab those action figures. So give me one moment. Oof. Guys. So this is the last little bit of my collection. Now, the reason why these are open is because at the time when I bought these, I have a daughter and she was very young. She didn't understand that sometimes you leave toys in the box and sometimes, toys are meant to be played with. And I don't think she got the memo before she cracked these open though. But this right here is my figure of Chris Redfield. I absolutely love this thing. I know I've got more weapons and different accessories. They're all put away because this is just, for display purposes. I don't want to have tons of little plastic objects all over the game room. And this other one I have, man, you can tell I haven't dusted in a while. This last one here is it's a black costume variant of Jill Valentine. I don't know if this is rare or not, but I found these, God, this was years ago, back when Sam Goody was still a store. And they were clearancing these out, so I picked up as much as I could before they closed the store down. But alright guys, that concludes my Resident Evil collection slash chill stream, the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. I had a lot of fun doing this too. I thought this was awesome, and I thought this was a good way of basically showing off my collection, doing a live stream, like getting everything down all at once. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by and showing up and supporting my stream and just being as awesome as you guys really are. Thank you, every single one of you guys. Hang on, I just want to check chat real quick here. Thank you, Lexus. Oh, thank you, Cringy. That's awesome. Yeah. But I'm going to conclude this stream though, guys. I had a lot of fun doing this. I'll be back Thursday doing another live stream with Miss Croft, of course, like we always do. But like I said, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping in and supporting the stream, being awesome. And I guess until next time, guys, I'll see you all later.